go. Over there. Keep moving. It's not over. You can go bring your sparring with you. You got it. Go. Extra step up.
Thank you.
Good job.
Hurry up. Let's go. Let's go. Take it too long. How long
on that third breath, you can walk and then go get some water. All right? Go. And go get some water. Go. Let's have some water up front. Go. You get some water on the wheels. And you get out of the way. Go. I need ladies and gentlemen, 3 hands, please. Before us and the generation after us, we realize what paths are ahead of us. It's not about the black belt, uncle, nobody saying, no matter if you get your form, because guess what? Nobody knows the martial arts perfect. Your life is a continuous journey. You will not be perfect until you go home to whoever created this world. So for the rest of your life, you are a martial artist. You must get up and you must train. You can quit, you can do whatever you want to do, but guess what? If you look at statistics, it shows that obesity and all those bad things will eventually get you. So you got to keep on striving. When you think about martial artists, think of this man right here. My second student since I was 17 years old. Everybody else that came and gone, but this person's still here. His head has been through the walls. His body has been through the mirrors. He done been through every type of object you can possibly imagine. And then you look at this man right here. Look how practical. Why is he still around here? And then look at his side. Look at this belt. This is what you call a black belt. Just maybe if you're lucky, you'll stay around long enough to have a nasty, ugly, smelly belt like that in the field. And I just want to let you know how great you are. I would like these people, our special guest and Mr. Glover, to share with you what they thought about what you did. Come on, Mr. Dunn, Mr. Reddick, come on.
I'd like to congratulate everybody. It's hard work. That's serious going through. And, you're really lucky to have a school like this. It's hard when somebody pushes you like that, but in the end, you just grow from it. You grow, you grow, you grow. Your spirit can get stronger and stronger and stronger no matter what you've been through physically. And I think Professor Bam has a wonderful group, and thank you for being also very polite, kind, and gracious to us. And thank you for letting us come here. Good luck to you all.
My wife and I come from what's sometimes called the internal arts. Some people make the distinctions between external and internal. But I think what they often forget is that a large part of internal comes from the heart. And today we saw an enormous amount of internal here and an enormous amount of heart. And I'd like to congratulate you all. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, what you saw today was an awesome display of talent. The average person on the street could not compete to a fraction of this, not even 10 minutes worth. But beyond all that, I'd say that these students would not have gone, because it's a testament to the program. They've stayed with it, they've stayed through it, they've done hundreds and hundreds of hours of training and discipline, 1,000 push-ups, 1,000 sit-ups. Average person would not have done this, but again, they maintained, they stood with the program because of Professor Bam and Ms. Kimber and the entire school. I'd like to say finally that I certainly want them on my side if I were in the blind alley. Thank you. Congratulations.
No, I just want to say they're okay. They're not. No, I just joking. I know when some people that are not in our school on a daily basis come from the outside looking in, and you see some people, you watch a lot of movies and you have preconceived notions of what a martial artist is. That's all wrong. Okay? What you see here, this is what a real martial artist is, not those people in magazines or in movies. I'm sure, you know, somewhere they have some excellent martial arts training, but when for me, and the one thing that I admire so much about Professor Bam, no matter what he achieves, he's always in here on the floor with his students grinding. And that to me is a real teacher, a real professor. And because he's always trying to educate himself as well as pass on the knowledge to his students, not just for the fame and the glory of it. A lot of you guys don't know, Professor Bam turned down living in California and making movies after WMAC Masters to stay here and have his school. And he turned down a lot of green stuff along with that. But in turn, the reward is so much greater. And when you come in here as an outsider and you see, oh, that person can kick high, and he's getting a belt, but that person's getting a belt, and they can't kick high, or they can't remember everything. Don't judge people on that. Judge them on what they were talking about, the heart, the indomitable spirit. Just because this person can't kick the way that person does or whatever, judge them as a human being and just show how much, and appreciate them for the courage that they have to come up here today and to give the effort where most people don't. And most importantly, what I've seen from this group of guys working with them through their cycle is the growth of giving. How much they have gave and gave throughout the cycle, whether it be in here on the floor on Saturdays, even cleaning the school, helping every time, remodel the school when we were closed. Mr. Daniel didn't miss a day. I thought he was living with us. And Mr. Torres comes in, take vacation to help finish up the bathrooms. The parents, everybody, just so much giving through this cycle. And Shifra Glover said that they couldn't have done it without me and Professor Bam. Well, we only introduced them. I think it's their higher calling or their higher power which gets them through. And they all have that. And it's not just us physical beings, it's them and their higher power or higher calling. So I think they deserve it for just that alone, of their heartfelt of giving throughout this entire cycle.
What's going to happen today? Everybody's going to get their Black Belt certificates. And then the second time around, we get our belts. So Ms. Kimber's going to be calling your names. Great job. My real master is my master right here. Keeps me in check. Great job, right? Boo, 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 boo.
Mr. Malik, can you get that to somebody else?
I'll give it to you. I don't know the gaps in it.
First up, getting the first level black belt in street combat. It's funny how the student came to our school. They were reading Paladin Press. A lot of you guys saw Professor Bam's street combat videos. And the ones that we have coming out with the women's rape prevention is from a production company called Paladin Press. They come in and they do videos. Well, this person was skimming through the magazine, and they have like all kinds of sniper stuff in there. It's like a man's magazine. So he saw the school and he's been here ever since. Actually, I think he was on the part about picking a lock or something, he said, and he saw it. So we award first level black belt certificate, which certifies them as a black belt of the dance Kung Fu Academy. And on part one of his testing, Mr. Matt Summer. With some of our outside programs, giving back to kids in inner cities. So I think that alone shows that he's really learned what a real black belt is about. Plus he's kind of shy, funny, and all that too. The next student has shown tremendous growth through this cycle, was so quiet, walked to class like this before. I know he always liked Kung Fu and come into class, so he just had his own little stride about him and was very quiet all the time. Now he's a member of our world competition team. He's out there on the stage. He's out there dancing and all this stuff. His mom said he's always dancing at home trying to get some movement to keep up with Mr. Daniel Leo and them. And just overall at the camp, he was a great leader at our kids' summer camp. In class, he's always swatting the little dragons and kids. Mr. Anwar Bastian. The next student, also tremendous, with capital T, amount of growth in our school, period, in his life, everything you could ask for from this person. Used to cry all the time in class for his mom, his dad, always looking at the clock, looking outside, seeing how many minutes or 45 minutes he still have. And now, you be like, you want to quit? He's like, no, sir, no, man. I'm like, you won't cry? No. Even if it gets to a point where it's a little bit unbearable, he might begin to tear, he sucks it right back up. So much growth as a leader. Now he's always asking when can he come in and help with the other kids. And for you guys that don't know, SWAT means to give back and come in and help. Mr. Johnny Dustinworth. Next student, graduating the first level black belt, getting her award today. Also tremendous growth, quiet person. Sometimes I'm still trying to figure out a little bit. That's a good thing. Don't ever let nobody know your other way. That's good. Some days she's real like perky and laughy, and then some days she just looks like she just don't want to be bothered. But she's always on time for everything, willing to help out, training up front, becoming an exemplified black belt in our school. Miss Bethany Monroe. Okay, now we start getting into our degrees belt. First degree, going for first degree black belt, being awarded her certificate today. This person broke her foot last time, right after black belt testing. And in grappling class, one of the other, her fellow black belts, they rolled on it or something and it snapped. So she was still coming in with her little crutches and stuff like that to meetings and all. And the first thing she told Professor Bam was, even though I can't fit, and her mom and everybody they called, she can't physically do it, but what else can she help with to give to other people around the school? Her parents also set a great example for her with the giving factor and helping others and just being so kind-hearted. Miss Danielle Rossoni. The next person getting first degree black belt. They say you can't choose your family, which sometimes true, but sometimes it's not. Because we get to choose people for our family each day when new people come in and enroll into our program because you guys become our family. This test sometimes is hard. Miss Naila, because we're her parents, we can't sit there and cheer her and we got to rag on her. Like, get up, Sloan, get up, you know. So we don't always like, oh, my baby. I don't think she's ever heard that from us, have you? So it gets hard. At that point, while we're being her instructors, you guys become her family and her support system. And she also is here every single day. Right after school, she comes straight here after studying, and she devotes her life to giving to your children and your family members every day. And I know if she could say, she would say thank you for being her family and her support team today. And with doing that, carrying a 3.8 grade average, she's doing really well. Miss Naila Johnson. on more, but will become a shifu after today. So please remember to call this person shifu from today on out. I will personally try my best because after 9 years, when you call somebody Mr. all the time, it becomes heavy. So I just, like the little chakra things just buzzes, and I remember to call you shifu, okay? I remember this student coming in. He was a referral from one of our other black belts, the Harris family. And when he came into class, we used to have a wall here, and we used to have a sparring night. And the adults would be sparring on one, you remember that, Mr. Johnson? The adults would be sparring on one side, and the kids would be sparring on the other. And I remember this person, little kid, and wearing a little gold bell around his waist. He jumped up. We were doing sparring. We were doing team sparring. We had a little team over that side, a little team over this side. Me and Mr. Russ jumped up 360 hook kick. Boom! Hit the kid in the head. I was like, what the hell? Where did you learn that? He's like, I saw Jean-Claude Van Damme do it. And I'll never forget that. And ever since then, that person has always just gone above the training methods. And even when Black Belt cycle was over at the end of December, he continued to go, and he said he was going to go until he gets his new belt on his weight. He's going to continue up with the cycle requirements. And the next thing about this person is how much they have grown into a great leader, and is carrying on the schools and becoming an instructor here, and the team, and just showing the way that a real human being of love and character should be. Mr. Daniel Potter. Continued to study in the Kung Fu, he said he wanted me to go over there and start teaching Kung Fu because I would get it faster. I said, okay, because I've been over there a couple times. It was kind of quiet. I didn't see many people. Then this man brought his little son in there. I was like, oh, I got to teach Kung Fu. So I was so worried. Every time I talked to Professor Bear, I said, this is exactly what I showed the dad. This and that and that and that. I wanted to make sure I was teaching this person Kung Fu and not teaching him no, okay? And husband's like, you got it, calm down, relax. Well, then after his trial period ended, he was supposed to become a regular member of the school. His dad always seemed standoffish or something to me, and I told Professor Ben, I don't think they're coming over to school, I'm sorry, I messed up my first Kung Fu student. I don't know, I just know. And now he's here 9 years later, so it's not right, right? And when he came, I was so proud because he fit right in with everybody else that all the other black belts over here were teaching. And so thank you for making me proud 9 years ago and every day today. And also this person, along with Shifu Daniel, is also becoming the Shifu today, but has grown and they feed off each other. Like they have so much synergy, it is incredible. And Professor Ben and I are proud to call him our other right-hand man along with Shifu Daniel. Shifu Leo Masoni.
Ever since I had school, I never awarded senior disciple. I don't know if anybody else knows what senior disciple is, but senior disciple to me is somebody that carries on the legacy. We always talk about people having 30 degrees, and everybody that came out have never gave out a senior disciple certificate. My instructor gave me a senior disciple certificate. It didn't matter what happened, I needed to carry on the legacy. Everything I do today is really, well, it's for Dennis Brown Salvation Research Act. It's for the man that saved my life. So when he gave me that senior disciple certificate, it changed my life for the rest of my life. And when I pass the certificate on, and I have one here, but I'm going to pass on two. Because when I came out of my struggle, there was one person that was there. And I know I was reading something one day and I failed the black belt test. And he said, geez, I was really disappointed when Professor Van failed me on my black belt test. I've been around for a long time. I never got my second degree or my third degree. He failed me at first level black belt. And since then, that man's still been here. That man still shows up and he's seen me at the most lowest part of my life. And he still called me Professor Van. And his son got awarded a black belt. And this man been here, my first adult student, and I don't know why he still comes back. So when you talk about really right-hand people, they're called disciples. It's when my instructor has a problem, he picks up the phone and he calls me, and nobody else knows those calls. And I know if I was in a dark alley lost, he would come to get me, and he would help me. Just like this man did, and just like this man does. So sometimes you see people walk around, and you might see them doing stuff, you might think, yeah, they can fly, they're really good. Nah, you don't know what goes on with people like that. And that's what these guys are trying to get to. So for the first time in the history of the bands, not Mr. Tully, not Mr. Marco, not nobody else has ever been awarded a senior disciple. If you know anything about the Shaolin Temple, that means those people sit right there with you, and they help you make those decisions, along with me and Ms. Kemper. So we did 2 certificates today, not 1. And that's because I love you. To Mr. William Green and Mr. Dennis Glover. These are the next voice of the school. And now we want to give it to the parents. I want Mr. Green's son to come up. Where you at? Is he still here?
Mr. Jamal. But it would not have been possible without the support of their family and friends and people just bringing them to class, bringing them to practice, pitching in here, pitching in there, doing this and doing everything possible to help their child or their family members' goal become a reality. So next we have the Black Belt Support Certificate. It says the journey to Black Belt is a hard and challenging task that is tread by each individual but supported by the team. Team players who play the most important role in each individual's progress are the parents and the spouses. They have supported them through the years of training. We would like to thank them for the outstanding support. The first Parent and Family Support Award goes to the Summer family. Make sure you do that to your mom. She always says, yes, baby, I'll give you a minute. The next award goes to Mr. and Mrs. Bastien. child is supporting. They also support the school, and without them sometimes I would be lost. Mr. and Mrs. Rassoni!
That's not funny.
The next award, these parents also go above and beyond the call of duty of bringing their child to and back and forth to the band, but they're always there for every event, every team event, helping me along the way with emails. Ms. Carter is deadly on the email where she's, Ms. Kimmy, don't forget about this, she's also helped a lot with bringing the parents in, or what happened today with the open house and the Black Belt celebration. Mr. and Mrs. Carter.
I'd like to present this fresh band, Miss Kimber. We got, it's a Longhorn gift certificate, so you can go out and just enjoy a nice relaxing night. We have a Lowe's gift card to complete some of the renovations in here. We bought refrigerator for everybody, so we can store drinks in it now. So, I'd just like to thank you guys for
Can you get the Black Belt and press big hand one more time? Everybody out there, somebody out there, the Bruce Lee fan, as we started last night. If you're a Bruce Lee fan, you always want to live